Guys, we're here at Southbridge Bicycles in Southbridge, Mass. with John. He's the mastermind of the creation for my shorty, Christy, who they didn't make a mountain bike small enough for her, electric bike. So I talked to the Gasgas e-bike rep, Chris Bear, and we are a Gasgas bicycle dealership, but we're more moto guys, right? So if you want your motorcycle customized, we're really good at it. We're just getting our feet wet in the e-bike market here, and they said you got to go see John at Southbridge Bicycles. He's the man. He will hook you up. And my vertically challenged honey here, Christy, had not ridden a bicycle in 30 years probably. Is that about right?
Maybe more.
Maybe more. And I have a BMX bike I like, but I hadn't done much mountain biking. They just been sitting there in the corner. We got the Gasgas e-bikes in, and Junior, I'm like, I don't want to ride an e-bike, man. I'm like anti-e-bike. So he's like, just try it out. And I went for a ride on it, and I felt like my legs had wings, man, because it has a Yamaha electric engine, and it has 20 Newton meters, which is about 20 leg power. Basically, you can hop on this thing and climb the tallest mountain.
Anybody can.
I'm almost 60 years old, and I don't want to pedal uphill without some assistance. And these things make riding bicycles like you're 12 again. So John, this thing was way too tall for Christy, way too tall. She could not ride it. You pretty much changed everything but the frame. Give us a rundown on what you did.
Everything but the frame is right. So this was a mullet design 29er, 27.5 in the rear with 150 millimeters of travel. So what I did is we did a 120 millimeter fork, built a 27.5 wheel, kept the mullet design with 26-inch rear wheel, and went to a 1 inch shorter shock. Same shock, 1 inch shorter. Ground clearance gets compromised, but for the riding that she's doing with it, Ken said you're only going to ride campgrounds and flat areas. It's not a single track bike anymore.
We're going to ride this around the pits at Daytona and Southwick and all
I put different bars on, narrowed bars with a little sweep.
Yeah.
30 millimeter stem, shortened it up as much as I could, left you a little more adjustment in the fork in case you want to raise the bars up some more.
Even when it didn't fit her, she rode the wheels off this thing, but it was just dangerous.
Yeah, it was dangerous. I did not want to ride in public because people would be like, "What the hell?"
So good.
She's gonna kill herself.
Ready to go?
You got
I put it on full boost. No.
1100 lumens, I guess, is what that is.
Yeah.
It's got a really bright headlight on it too, which is cool. But hey, man, it looks awesome. The bike had me at hello when I saw it. We just need to make it work for Christy.
That's it. We'll make it work. All right, Christy, ready?
Which way am I going here?
So she's been riding this thing around the farm, and way more than I thought she would, to be honest with you. But she wasn't that comfortable with it. So John hooked her up, got this thing dialed in, and I think she's gonna be riding a lot more. What do you think, honey?
Much better, much more stable.
Good.
So
you can get off it without feeling like you're gonna crash?
Yeah, like I'm gonna break my ankle.
Right. And you can still go down with the seat another inch.
Oh wow.
So, if need be.
So the seat post, show them the viewers here how the seat goes up and down.
So right now,
Oh wow.
that's full extent. It goes to the adjusted seat height. This has 125 millimeters of length.
Oh, okay.
So
There we go.
John,
There
how
you
long
go.
have you been building custom mountain bikes? You've been doing this for a long time. You were on the cutting edge of the electric bikes.
I've been into motorcycles, dirt bikes, cars. I'm just a motorhead and a junkie of cool stuff, man. I like to make things work, and I have access to getting all this stuff now, so we do it right. We don't Mickey Mouse anything,
And you built these wheels in-house.
The wheels, yeah, in-house, yeah. All our stuff's done in-house.
That's awesome.
So,
well, you hit the nail on the head.
all DT Swiss spokes, DT Swiss nipples, Prolock nipples. I mean, this thing's, we build them so that you're not going to come back and say, hey man, I just spent a lot of money on this thing and it's falling apart. You never get that here.
The best thing about it, John, is it looks factory and it looks perfect.
I'm glad you're happy with it.
Very.
And she's comfortable on it.
Like I said, the only thing that concerns me is your height of the pedals. If you find that you're every now and then hitting your pedals, when the season ends, bring it to me. We'll take the cranks off. I'll have a machine. We'll shorten them up. We'll make this thing work.
So you have a machine shop that does custom work?
I have access to everything, just like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So if you want the best badass, now not just Gasgas, you carry Husqvarna.
Husqvarna and Giant. Giant, Live, and Momentum.
It's a couple other.
And Blaupunk.
What's that one I rode the other day? when I was here?
Blaupunk.
That thing was pretty cool.
Foldable.
We should show them that in this video while we're
I'll
here,
show you.
anyways.
And all my bikes are UL listed, including Gasgas, Husqvarna. There's only 6 brands out there right now that are UL listed bikes. There's a lot of e-bikes out there that you see catching on fire, but that means you're buying your online, save $1, burn up my house.
Yeah.
These here are all airline approved. So
That's a big deal. They're not
if
going
it's
to put
airline
them.
approved, it's safe.
They're not going to put it in a plane if it's going to burst in flames, huh?
No. And actually, I had an airline pilot come down the other day, and he tried one of those out. He said, I could sell 20 of these. I said, $100 per bike sold. If they come and mention your name, they say, hey, listen, I'm an airline pilot. I want to get this.
The Blaupunk.
Blaupunk.
They are really cool.
They are cool stuff.
Let's go inside and take a look around
All right.
all the bikes in your shop.
Yeah.
John, how long you been here in Southbridge?
5 years. Well, I've been this location 5 years. I've been in business 13 years.
If you come see John, he's literally only a few miles away from 508 International, the best new motocross off-road park in Massachusetts here. And so if you time it right, you might be able to catch a race there. And also, Sturbridge Village is literally, what?
3 miles.
3 miles. So if you want to take the family on a trip to Sturbridge Village. Now, you have the whole lineup of Gasgas bikes here. This is
I do. They're all ordered. As they're becoming available, they're getting shipped to me. So,
tell us about this. This is
but this
the
thing
new
here
age, right?
is probably the coolest bike on my floor. I've been riding this around. It's going to be my shop bike, I think.
You like
gonna
it?
Keep this one. All right. It's fun, and it just draws people to it like a magnet.
It looks like a motorcycle.
It does.
Yeah.
I like to go to Daytona in wintertime. I guarantee if I took 6 of these down there with me, they'd be gone the first day I went down there.
They're awesome.
You know? Oh, you ride this on the beach, people look at you.
Yeah, with those.
You can take
tires.
passing. I mean, look at the seat. This is seat.
Do they make one her size?
It's one size.
One size.
One
fits
size.
Does it fit you? We'll get you one of those too.
One is good.
We'll chop the frame up, have it all custom.
John will customize this one for you. Gasgas is going to be hiring you to do their customizing of
You know, I already looked at this, and
bikes.
it wouldn't be hard to do.
Really?
Because you could just move the cranks up.
Yep.
It's only bending metal. You know what I'm saying? Bending metal.
So you also have the full lineup of
I
Husqvarna
do,
e-bikes. Guys, if you
I've
haven't
been selling these things up like wildfire. People buying them up.
if you haven't tried out an e-bike, come down to Kaplan Cycles or come to John at Southbridge Cycles and just try one out. Because I promise you, your inner child will, if it's been dead for a little while, it'll wake up and you're going to be like pedaling like your legs have wings.
like you're 17 years old.
Honestly, the first time I took a ride in one, I was like, they're kind of expensive. You know, this particular one right here, you're going to spend $4,000 for a real life. So I'm like, it's a lot of money. I'd buy a dirt bike. But the
this
thing
is
is,
a nice bike.
yeah,
you can ride this stock. You can take this down mountain. You can go trail riding. This is made to take the abuse. I mean, it's going to ride. You're not going to override this bike. That's what I'm telling you. Unless you're some super pro, and then you'll be riding the carbon version of this, which is lighter, so you can get flips off the jumps. And, you know.
the main thing.
But the suspension, everything on these, the motors, everything. So reliable.
The main thing for me is all of the riding areas in Connecticut, it's illegal to ride your motorcycle except for one spot, Thomaston, Dan. That's the only place that's open to the public. But with an e-bike, you can ride it anywhere you want. In the city, at night, it has a light on it. This 1100 lumens, it's as powerful as a motorcycle headlight. And you can go down the rail trail and
Plus it flashes.
have a blast.
You know, so,
Oh wow.
It opens up a whole new world of
has
riding.
5 different modes.
Sweet.
And you can set the e-bike power from 1 to 10, which is like if you want 1 extra set of legs or 10 extra set of legs pedaling.
Yeah.
And when you put it on 10,
This thing
you're
cruises.
moving. I think I could beat a
Yeah, I
Z50
would
in a
cruise.
drag
yeah,
race
yeah.
anyways.
Yeah, when I was riding this thing, I ride it on boost. You know, 'cause
Yeah.
it's just, I'm a
I-
boosty kind of guy, man. And
I put it on 10 and honestly,
you don't get the mileage out of it, but you sure get the fun out of it.
Well,
you know?
yeah.
I was
And
pedaling.
You won't be charging this thing up, but you know, once a week maybe if you ride it every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many miles are they rated for, the batteries, or is it by the hours?
I would say you'd probably get 6-7 hours.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Easy.
That's a lot of, you'll be too tired before
And you
that.
know, a lot of times you're coasting. You're
Yeah.
not using battery. You know, you're only using battery when your
When you're.
legs are going around. So, but
That's definitely cool.
yeah, best thing I did was bring these in. Gasgas and Husqvarna. I mean, the guy that came in today was a ex-pro motocross racer, and the first thing he did is he walked right up to that Husqvarna. Well, he was looking for e-bikes for him and the family. But I was showing him over there, but he kept walking over here, and he said, I said, you want to try it? He goes, yeah.
It's badass.
He took it out for a ride in the parking lot, ripped some wheelies on it. I should take some pictures of him.
Comes with the Scorpion
sold.
tires,
There you go.
Rock Shocks.
Yeah.
Where's that Blaupunk? I want to show him
Right
that.
Oh, yeah.
Now this is the coolest thing since sliced bread. I rode this the other week.
Blaupunk Henry.
It's called a Blaupunk Henry. Tell us the
It's a folding e-bike from the company Blaupunk that used to listen to their music and blow our eardrums out. But this is a 20-mile-an-hour assist with a throttle. So does it both.
basically you twist the throttle like a motorcycle and it just goes. You don't even have to pedal, which is. I rode this last weekend. I was zooming across the parking lot 20 miles an hour. I was like, this is the coolest thing. And it folds up so you can throw it in your camper.
Up. So for the commuters, people working in the city, they have to park a certain place and walk a mile. Ideal. Weighs 35 pounds, put it in the back seat of your car, off to work you go.
Or on an airplane, maybe.
Or airplane. It's all airline approved. Steel case battery. So.
It's really well built.
Again, it's a UL listed product.
Now this comes in a black and orange version.
It
That
does.
looks pretty
Comes
badass too.
Blue and black, this color, and the black and orange. And black, I don't have one here.
I bet you the
But
black and
these
orange looks-
have been
Yeah,
selling
yeah.
like crazy too. So
Very cool.
to adjust the power, you either go up that way. Or,
We want this bad boy a max boost.
there you go, man.
That's it right there, huh?
Maximization.
So the power of this, how's it compared to the electric bike I have?
About the same, but it's different. This is a throttle,
Okay.
and your throttle's on the left side on this.
You're kidding me, right? For real?
Yeah, it's-
That's gonna be
it's-
totally foreign.
Thumb switch, you know?
Oh, cool. Thumb switch, huh? Let's try it.
Isn't that good? And you'll feel it.
Guys, check this thing out. This is built by Gasgas. It's their latest craze. It's got the big balloon tires on it, big comfy bars. Look at the seat on this. It looks like it came off an MC 450. It's about 3 feet long. You could probably fit at least 3 people on this thing, I'm pretty sure. I can only imagine the kids
Easy.
at spring break having a blast on this. But let me show you something. No pedaling required. Look.
And there he goes.
He's got the e-bike smile going on, man. Now look, he's not a little guy either.
You can't ride this and not smile. This thing hauls ass. And like my dad used to say in the late 70s when we couldn't afford the new laid down suspension bikes, he said suspension is for pussies. Stand up. You got plenty of travel in your legs.
Oh yeah. Plus the tires are big.
Yeah, it's
So
big balloon
it gives
tires.
you-
The brakes are killer on
Oh,
this
yeah.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a disc brake like on a motocross bike on it.
4-piston.
Is it really?
4-piston. Yeah.
It stops on a dime, and
Oh, yeah.
the tires get tons of grip on the tar. It definitely, and I like the long seat because you can find a comfy spot. You know,
Yeah, it's one size fits all, man.
you want to put a child on. You got a little 2-year-old kid, put him on the front. You hang on the bars and just zoom along. Comes with a horn. It goes good. I think
bell.
any faster would be dangerous, probably.
Oh yeah, definitely would, man.
But hey, if you haven't got an e-bike, man, don't let your ego get in the way, Mr. Big Harley dude there. Get yourself an e-bike and ride off into the sunset with a big smile. Like when you ride these things, you automatically get a smile on your face. It's like an antidepressant,
If
you know.
you don't, you're not human. That's
Yeah.
what I tell people.
If
If you don't smile within the first 5 feet, there's
something's wrong with you. Yeah, it's like you feel like you're on a cloud. You know, just floating along, man. No engine noise.
I had one of my Harley buddies today try it out down at the club.
Yeah.
I went down and I said, here, try this. He was gone for like 15 minutes, but he kept coming back and forth and that smile man was from ear to ear, and he goes, this is fun, man. Telling me.
I would say it's the best antidepressant you could possibly get with no side effects other than you're gonna get a tan.
Yeah, then
That's
you
good
go
for
plug
you
it in.
too, right?
That's it.
Put your tank top on and head to Daytona Beach Bike Week. And the thing is, you can ride this everywhere. No one's gonna say a damn thing.
You can go up Main Street with this and look cool.
Yep, the cops aren't gonna bust your
No.
ass. But
They won't even hear you.
and you don't have to buy fuel. And
No.
there's no engine repair, right?
Nothing.
Pretty much
Put a little
maintenance-free.
oil on your chain,
Oil your chain once in a blue moon.
keep it clean, and away you go, man.
Yeah, what's the MSRP on these?
$2,100
Guys, $2,100. Where are you gonna find this much fun for $2,100
and quality.
and not have serious
Yeah.
side effects?
And quality, yeah, right.
And it's made by the KTM group, Gasgas, Husqvarna. Are there Are they selling these in KTM and Husky too, or just Gasgas?
Just Gasgas.
Gasgas is the only one. They're owned by the Pierre Group.
Yeah, mobility.
They're backed by probably the most progressive, vastly growing motorsports group in the world. I mean, they're blown away. What the Japanese manufacturers are doing.
Definitely.
The amount of R&D money they put in and new products, and they have a 1.5-year life cycle where they're constantly refreshing their products. Where some of the Japanese have been doing bold new graphics for decades. You know?
Yeah.
So
anyway, no matter where you go with this, it draws.
It's cool. We're definitely taking at least 2 to Daytona. I'm going to call Junior, put my order today. So if you're in Mass, come see John for sure.
Down in Connecticut, go see Ken, man.
And if you need it customized, he will hook you up. He can do just about anything here. He's the mechanic of bicycles. We got to come up with a road name for you.
The ultimate bike man.
The bicycle guru.
I really can't believe what he did with mine. It's like it doesn't look like
You
had
rode
to
the
do.
wheels off that thing.
I did, but it was so sketchy getting on and off. You know, I was like, it felt like I was gonna do damage to myself.
Well, yeah, you actually hurt your ankle once, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
It was too tall.
Too tall. I have a bad ankle, so I didn't even have tippy toes on that bike. I had to lean it way over.
This thing's killer. I'll have these at Daytona Bike Week. I'll definitely bring a couple demos down. We'll have Christies, a mountain bike, electric bike. Do they call it a mountain bike? Is that what it is?
Full suspension mountain bike.
Full suspension mountain bike. It's an electric bike, so it's kind of like it's almost like having a dirt bike that looks like a bicycle, basically, with an electric motor. Like I said, you ride them anywhere.
You can ride them on the motocross tracks, and that's the big seller to motocross guys, because they can pre-ride the course on their e-bike.
Yeah.
And if you do it on your motocross bike, you'll get canceled. You get what do they call it?
Penalized.
Disqualified. Chris Canning got DQ'd recently.
That was terrible.
And everybody was out there riding their e-bikes around. He had an e-bike in the truck. He just didn't know it wasn't allowed at that track. So, and there's nothing like pre-riding a track or a trail, especially for a J-Day event.
Oh yeah, right.
Hey, the fun factor's off the hook. That's all you need to know.
That's it, man. Actually, I'm going to take this thing.
John, thank you so much. Hey,
thank you, man.
Hey,
all right. Well,
Thank
did
you,
you square
John.
up with John?
I'm going to
Okay.
right now.
John, I just want to summarize what we're saying. Rarely does craftsmanship exceed my expectations. The work you did on this, exceeded my expectations.
I'm happy. I'm glad you're
Honestly,
happy with it.
when I walked in, I didn't recognize it. I looked on the back of the frame. I was like, "Holy shit!" Gasgas came out with a new small because it looks factory. The work you did looks factory. So,
perfect.
If you want the best work done on your mountain bike, bicycle, or e-bike, come see John at Southbridge Cycles. Will hook you up.
Wheelchairs, it doesn't matter. If it's got wheels,
He'll hook it up.
we fix it.
Guys, thanks for watching, and as always, God bless America.
Yeah.